Good morning, Dragons. Welcome back to another episode of Kdgn. I'm Burke Teniel, and this week on Kdgn, we'll look at the start of Carroll Drumline's spring season, meet the new Carroll ISD superintendent, and see a recap of the state game. All this and more coming up on Kdgn. Today is Friday, January 29th. I hope you all had a great week, Dragons. Last Wednesday, our 46th President Joe Biden took office along with his Vice President Kamala Harris, who is both the first female to serve as Vice President and the first person of color to serve as Vice President. Instead of an audience this year, celebratory flags lined the National Mall, and a primetime special celebrating America took the place of the inaugural balls. In other news, I am the biggest Carroll Drumline fan. Last year, their show Knock at the Door blew me away, and I was very upset when their season got canceled due to COVID. However, this year, the season is back on with slight adjustments. Let's go to Alex Best to see what they're doing.
Every year, the spring semester starts here at Carroll, bringing many new clubs and sports. One of those clubs is the beloved and award-winning Carroll Indoor Percussion. I talked to Mr. Maynard and Carter Adams, who invited the entire Carroll baseline, to talk about this next season for this popular club.
So indoor percussion is a combination of like marching band and theater and dance, because we do a lot of kind of body movement where it's very similar to theater production or dancing, but we also wear our drums and we play a lot of music, and we just kind of, throughout the floor, we just march around, perform a show.
Indoor percussion takes just the percussionists from the marching band, essentially, and they put a show together without the color guard and without the other wind instruments. Instead of taking place on a football field, it takes place in a gym.
So what we do, me and my section right here, the bass line, we go in every Monday and Thursday after school, and sometimes Fridays, sometimes Saturdays, depending on the week. And we drum and dance and learn technique and just, have fun.
My favorite part about indoor percussion is the performances itself, getting to be in the moment after months of preparation and just being with your friends and getting good at drumming.
There's something magical about performing in front of people that kind of gives you this like energy that you might not have had if you were just playing not in front of people.
It's really nice to have a good performance and see all your hard work pay off.
The performances are a little bit different because we're not going to be at the competitions live. This year, I think WGI said that they kind of canceled the whole in-person event.
I guess actually this year what's going to happen is we're going to do a video recording of the show. We're going to send it in to the competition.
But it's still fun to just, get with your friends and produce something that not a lot of people can produce. So, yeah.
But there is so much more to indoor percussion beyond the practices and performances.
As a group, we have so much fun. And I'm just so looking forward to, creating a better bond with people in my line and the new freshmen and the entire group. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's small enough of a group that everybody can really get to know each other. And it's also diverse enough that everybody has their own individual function in the ensemble. Every person in the ensemble is vital. Like every single person plays a specific role. And if somebody's missing, it's noticeable that they're gone.
So, basically the whole thing, everyone knows each other so well because we spend so much time together. So it's basically like a family. So it means a lot to me.
Yeah. It goes with everyone, Everyone's really committed. Everyone loves what they're doing. Obviously, we sign up for this thing. We're not forced to do this. So, everyone just loves to be there. It's a great environment. We get stuff done, and the product's amazing. So we do it year after year, and that's why we still have it. So, yeah.
This is Alex Best, reporting for Kdgn.
Pretty cool stuff, Drumline. You guys are hard hitters. Since the new year, Carroll ISD has had a new superintendent who we've really gotten around to liking. He's eager to make an impact here at Carroll, so here's Afton Fay with Dr. Ledbetter.
On Friday, November 20th, 2020, Dr. Ledbetter was chosen as the new superintendent of Carroll ISD. He has worked in many districts around the area and has many years of experience in education. Let's find out more about why Dr. Ledbetter's vote was unanimously selected.
I'm Lane Ledbetter, and I am the new superintendent of Carroll ISD. I think that this district has a tremendous reputation across the state and across the nation. And when you're in this, obviously in this profession, you want to have an opportunity to make a difference in the lives of kids. And from a career perspective, this is an incredible district, and people look to Carroll ISD for direction. So to have an opportunity to be a part of that and to have my own kids in school here, felt like it was a great opportunity. Getting into this profession, I mean, I started out as a teacher and a coach, worked my way throughout and was an assistant principal and a middle school principal, high school principal. So, along the way, you hope that you're making an impact on students' lives. And I think that's ultimately why we all do this job, regardless of what role you play in the district. I would hope that our intent is to make a difference for y'all, for each of you. And I think that that's part of why I went in this profession 27 years ago and why, I still do it today. And then ultimately, and I haven't really talked about it, I know it's been out there a lot, is that, I actually graduated from Carroll High School many, many years ago. So having been in this community a long time ago when Carroll High School was actually a 3A school, I think I had 120 to 130 students in my graduating class. But then, my parents still live here. My family, has been here for that since 1979. So I feel like it's kind of an opportunity to, in some respects, to kind of give back to a district that has had a tremendous impact on me. Everybody wants to know, what am I going to do? What are we going to do moving forward? And I think for the next few weeks, my role is really to do a lot of listening, a lot of learning, and a lot of building relationships with all of our staff and getting to know our staff, getting to know our students, and then also getting involved in the community. So it's going to take some time to really gather the information and kind of gain some insight into what's working great, and then what are some areas that we may need to adjust. I don't anticipate that there's going to be a lot that has to be done differently. There's a lot of outstanding things happening right now in Carroll ISD, and so we want to continue that tradition of excellence. We're looking at probably the end of this semester or going into the fall, doing an entire revamp of our strategic plan, which will kind of set the goals and the direction for the next 3 to 5 years as a district. There'll be a lot of input. There'll be a lot of students involved in that. There'll be a lot of parents and community members involved in that, as well as staff, really designing that direction for the future. So it's not going to be, what I'm going to do. It's going to be more about what we're going to do as a district, and then really at the discretion and guidance of our community and our staff, saying this is what we expect moving forward.
This is Afton Fay reporting for Kdgn.
Wow, that's somebody that I want to be friends with. On January 16th, Carroll Dragons made it to state for the first time in 10 years. Let's go to Jomo Sadler for a quick recap of the game.
Here we go, our Dragons versus the Westlake Chaps. Let's dodgeball. First quarter, both teams drive it up to 14, tying it for the end. Second quarter, Westlake leads Dragons 21-14. Ewers throws a bomb to Brady Boyd, tying the Chaps at 21-21. End of second, number 6, Cade Clubman drives right for a Westlake touchdown, ending for the half at 28-21. Third quarter here, sophomore Michael Taft makes a one-handed interception from Ewers, pushing the Chaps further down the scoring line. Chaps lead 35-21. Last quarter, Dragons pushing for the lead. It's 52-27. Owen on the drive scores, ending at 34 points with the final score of 52-34 as the Chaps take home another championship for the second year in a row.
Thank you, Jomo. You sure know your way around Premier Pro. That's all we have for you today, Dragons. Until next time, I'm Burke Teniel signing off for Kdgn.